All right, hello friends. Looks like I'm live, but I'm just going to check it real quick. Oh, has not quite caught up with me yet. All right. Well, looks like we're live. Let me just, there we go. Oops, that was the wrong thing. I am just fixing my screen here. All right. Well, hello and welcome to my Wednesday live stream. Normally I kind of come on a little bit earlier, but we had made some plans to go and drop some things off at my cousin's shop, and we ran to Costco over in the big city while we were there. So I pushed my live to a little bit later in the afternoon so that I could accommodate all those things. Hi, Jane, and hi, Nikki. I'm so glad to see you guys here today. Thanks so much for joining me. Well, I'm going to give it about 5 minutes for people to filter in and find me, and then we'll get going. But until then, today I'm going to be featuring some more new products from the Pretty Pink Posh winter release. I went live on Sunday, so if you missed that, you can check out the replay under the live tab, or I'm pretty sure it's also on my main page as well. But I made this cute little card live on Sunday. Hi, Stacy. Thanks so much for joining me today. So you can catch the replay on that. This was just my YouTube hop video. So cute little penguin shaker. So you can see this on my channel too, just a standard video. And then we're going to have some more fun today with even more goodies from this release. It's so cute. I really love how fun all of Paulina's products are. So that is what we're going to do today, and I'm excited about that. Oh, thanks, guys. I appreciate it. The penguin is darling. So in this release, there is the shaker penguin, and then there is the little penguin that holds things. So I have not had a chance to use the penguin that holds things yet, and have like a little bit too much going on my card to feature that today. So that's going to be another card to finish off all of the products that I still need to use here in the near future. So they are super, super cute. Oh, speaking of, I did not mention this in the video description because I actually kind of forgot about it, but I'm going to mention it now. I'll add it into the video description, and then when I send out the replay link, I will also share as well. I have an extra Christmas holder editions die set, and I'm going to give it away because I don't need to. So I figure I will pick a random winner from both the live comments right now and also the replay comments that happen for those that can't join live, because that's totally understandable at 3 p.m. on a Wednesday. So, hi, Wendy. I'm so glad you found me too. So, I am just going to pick a person randomly to win the Christmas holder editions die set because I don't need two of them. So Paulina graciously let me offer this up as a giveaway, and I kind of forgot to mention it. So I will update my video description. So all I get to do is just chat with me in the live chat today, or if you're watching on replay, just leave your comments in the video comments because the live chat will be closed once I end the live stream today. So just, you can ask questions, you can just chat along like if you were live, or just leave one or two comments in the replay chat, and I will randomly pick a winner. Let's see, it's Tuesday, so I will randomly pick a winner on Sunday. So we'll leave quite, or excuse me, it's Wednesday, not Tuesday, but I'll leave a few days to give that away. Nikki is asking if there's also a gingerbread holder person. There is a gingerbread holder, but that was in the Christmas release. So that one was not this release, but just the release prior. I think that was in September. So but there is a gingerbread holder and it's very, very cute. Yes, I corrected myself. It is Wednesday, not Tuesday. I'm so happy you found my channel too, Wendy. I think yeah, I know who you are. I don't want to say your last name live. So, but I'm glad that you love Pretty Pink Posh, and it's so cute. So giveaway. So I hope you like the little holders. And then if you don't have any of the cute holder dies, truly, actually, I created a card with these without the holder die, but also it's a great little prompt to maybe grab a couple of your favorites. All right, so let's set that aside. And I think that is everything I have for you. So let's switch my camera around and take a look at the products we're using. So weirdly enough, I woke up today and I have like this weird pain in my hand here going up this finger. Thankfully, I'm right-handed, but I do stabilize a lot with my left hand. So I did do some pre-work to make this live fit not be so hard on my hand. So I still think I'm going to be a little bit slower in general with the fact that my left hand is bugging me a little bit. So just bear with me while we do that. But let me get my camera switched over. I got to get it over top here. And we will get going. Okay, make sure that's nice and I just want to make sure it's, yep, relatively straight. Okay, so the items that I am going to feature today are the Igloo shaker. I'm not going to make a shaker out of it. What I love about these shakers is you can use them as shakers or you can just make them little pretty shapes. And so I'm not going to do a shaker today, but it's going to just be a really cute igloo. And then the Winter Greetings shadow. This is a really fun sentiment set. And the Winter Trees die set. So we're going to use these all together. I also grabbed a previously released scalloped border to create my little snowdrifts. You'll notice here, I've actually already pre-cut them just for the sake of time. And I know that there are actually a couple of snowy borders included in this new release as well. So you might want to check those ones out if you don't want the scalloped edge on them. I did not get those ones this time, so I just made do with what I have on hand. Thank you, Kathy. I think it'll be okay. I can kind of tell there's a little bruise. So I'm almost wondering if I like clapped too hard or did something in my dance class last night. So we'll see. It's a little swollen. I'll keep an eye on it. I think it's going to be okay. Oh, thank you so much, Wendy. I really appreciate that. And yes, that igloo is so cute. It's going to be so cute with these little trees. I just love it. So because we're going to do a little ink blending on the trees, I did pre-cut the couple of trees that I want to use. I just cut them out of white because we're going to ink blend them to be the colors I want them to be. So, but in order just to, oh, also, I'm going to feature the Winter Wonderland mix. And now these are often used for shaker mixes, but you see the little teeny tiny snowflakes in there? I thought they would be really cute in the sky. So I think I'm just going to use a couple of those in the sky as a little bit of an embellishment. Oh, thank you guys. Hi, Julie. I'm so glad you popped on. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Okay, and so a couple of other things. So these are just what I'm going to be cutting the igloo from because we are going to die cut that together. And then look at how pretty this ombre paper is. So I chose to I'm going to use an ombre patterned paper rather than ink blend just to, I mean, I know I ink blend right hand, but I do brace with my left hand. So I think just to keep my left hand nice and just not as being used as much, I'm going to use an ombre pattern paper. So this is one of my favorite pattern paper pads. It's from scrapbook.com. It's literally called Ombre. And look at how beautiful these are, you guys. So I think you get, how many is it? You get 5 sheets of each pattern and they're double-sided. So it starts in like the lighter tones. So you've got the pinky one there. And then it kind of starts fading into oranges. Hi, Lee. So glad you're joining on and jumping on and joining me today. So then you got this fun one that goes into the oranges, and the flip side is a little less ombre and a little bit more like an ink blending. So then after orange, it's still orange, but it's like a little bit more of a yellow orange. And then you've got these pinky tones in here, and then very yellow. But look at how fun that flip side of the yellow is. It's almost kind of like a pastel rainbow. And then you get into the greens. Yeah, these are great for sunset, sneaky. Oh, and look at how pretty the back of that green is. And then you start getting into the more of the blues. Like that's a really fun blue ombre. And the back is a little bit more purpley toned. And then this is the one I'm using today. Now look at the back. Isn't that so pretty? And then finally, probably the most bold one. I do have plans to use this at some day. I just haven't found the right one for it yet. But look at how stunning that one is. But then I also really love the back. This almost reminds me of like what most of the country saw last night, like the Northern Lights, Aurora Borealis, like so pretty. So this is one of my favorite pattern paper pads. When I fully update the link list, I'll make sure that this is on there if this is something you're interested in grabbing. But it's definitely one of my faves. But I love this soft tone from the very, very light blue at the top all the way down to the purple. Now, a lot of that purple is going to be covered with the little snowdrifts, but I think it's going to be really pretty. I am going to splatter this with some white splatter. So let's go ahead and do that first. And then we'll let that dry. Actually, no, because I want to splatter the trees too. So let's ink blend our trees first. And then we'll do our splattering and let that set. And while we splatter, we will make, we'll die cut and assemble our cute little igloo. I know, aren't those so fun? I agree. I think that all of those papers are super fun. It's one of my favorite pattern paper pads that scrapbook.com has ever come out with. All right, so for the trees, I'm not going to use brown. I'm just going to stick with greens. And I am going with Concord and Ninth, eucalyptus and juniper for my greens today. All right, and I've got a couple of brushes. So I think I'm going to start with eucalyptus. You know what? I'm going to flip them. I know it's going to seem weird. I'm going to flip them upside down. No, actually, I lied. I want the lighter tone at the top and the darker tone at the bottom. So let's start with the eucalyptus ink, just at the tippy top. It's okay. That juniper is darker than the eucalyptus ink, so it's okay if you get quite a bit of eucalyptus here and there. All right. These trees are going to be super, super fast to ink blend. And then I'm just going to flip, grab the juniper, and we're going to blend from the bottom. And I know that technically the trunk should be brown, but we're going super simple today. Because I think a lot of that's going to be tucked back behind the snowdrift anyway. So I'm not going to super worry about it. And there we have our lovely two-toned trees. It's just easy, simple ink blending. Clean that up here. I'm glad you like the colors. I know. I am actually, Nikki, I am doing the same as well. I am collecting all of the colors from Concord and Ninth also because I also love them. They are definitely dreamy. And I just love the ink pads stamp really, really beautifully. And they also ink blend so well. So I love that about them. And I'm actually guest designing for Concord and Ninth this month. So I'll start sharing. I shared a little sneak peek on my Instagram handle today, and I'll start sharing those in full starting tomorrow. So if you want to see my Concord and Ninth cards for the month, be sure to check them out. I think we have like 7 days of posting ahead of us, so I'm going to have a lot to share. Okay, I forgot my little splatter box. Ooh, pardon me. So I'm going to grab that real quick, and then I'll be back, and we will splatter these and get going on our igloo. Okay, so let's put these in my handy dandy little splatter box here. And then let's get all the things for splattering. Now, I splattered in my last life too, so this might seem like we're doing the same thing, but I mean, white splatter is kind of a main thing when you're making holiday and winter cards. So you might see a lot of splatter here and there. Okay, so this is the Spellbinders Splatter White, and it's pretty thick, as you can see. So that's not going to splatter as is. So I'm just going to put that on my little clear block, and I'm going to add a little bit of water. Actually, Nikki, I am agreeing with you. So for the longest time, I thought I didn't like the foam pads. And I think it was just maybe I didn't like the brand. And I'm not going to say who. But after trying these ones from Concord and Ninth, I am sold on foam pads for sure. Okay, lots of people loving the Concord and Ninth. So I made a good choice for that being my new full set of inks, I guess. Okay, and then let's just get some splatter on here. As I mentioned, it may not show up super well because that is so light up there, but I think it's going to still be a lovely addition. We've got to get the trees too. Splatter white is not as close as I get to snow. I actually think I might need a little more. So let's just add a little more on here. Ooh, that's kind of a lot. I was not very generous, I think, when I grabbed the first bit. so we've only had snow once so far this season, but it's coming. I know winter is coming for sure. All right, let's get this up here so it's not tucked down in that little corner. Okay. This guy is not wanting to get the bottom of that one, so let's try that. There we go. Wendy just finished her Concord and Ninth ink pad collection as well as their cardstock. Exciting. That is really great. They did give me a complete sampler pack of all of their cardstocks for my guest design thing, my guest design spot this month. So that was really cool. And then I got to try some of the inks too. And that's when I made the decision that they're going to be my main ink pad. That, and I actually really love Alta News as well. So I think those two are going to become my main ink pads. I don't have a ton of room, so I kind of have to pick and choose what I use. So I think those are what I'm switching over to. Winter is kind of late in Montana too, Lee. So, but we're driving back and forth to Grizz games, so I'm kind of okay with that right now until the season's over. Maybe even until playoffs are over, and because I think we'll make the playoffs. I don't know how far we'll go, but yeah, I'm kind of okay with not having to drive in the snow. All of that time. Okay, so our splattering is done, and look at how pretty that turned out. And then, of course, the splattering is done on our trees. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kathy. So cute. Okay, I'm going to set these up here. I can see where I got splatter on my laptop, but that's okay. I'm going to set these up here to dry. And let's die cut our igloo. All right, so the igloo is going to be cut from very light blue and then white glitter. So this is the bottom piece, and this is the top piece. Now, if you were doing this in a shaker format, you would cut the bottom piece from your base color, and you would also cut it from acetate, but then you would cut it one more time from your top color, but then you would come back in and you would die cut it again with this guy. You can't cut this one together, so you have to do it in two part series, but that's how you would do it if you were turning this into a shaker. I think a shaker element's going to be a little much for this card. So I just want to use it as an image. So I will just end up cutting this one from that white glitter and popping it up on top of the base. Oh, that's awesome to hear, Wendy. I'm very, very excited. Okay, let's trim this down. Okay, because I can use that for other things. Oh, I'm so excited to hear that, friends. It has definitely confirming that I made a good decision. Oh, yay, Lee. I am so excited that you got the igloo. Now you kind of get to see an idea with it, although I'm sure you probably have a ton of ideas for it already. But here's another one, at least. All right, I'm going to die cut this and I'll be right back. All right. Let's see here. I might need a little poker tool to get this guy out. He's really in there. There we go. Oh, look at how cute that is with the stitched edges, or, you know, the stitched details. I just love Paulina's shaker dies. They're so cute. Okay, so then let's grab this guy and cut it from glitter cardstock. I think I have enough space here, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. You know, I am not much of a swatcher, actually. I probably need to be better about that. But it's probably time. As you said, it is a big time investment, Wendy. So it hasn't been at the top of my to-do list. I probably should, especially since I'm starting to work with new inks. It would probably benefit me to learn the colors a little bit better if I did swatch them. All right, I think that this cut well. It sure did. All right, I got a couple pieces that I can reuse. I'll deal with that later. Don't want to forget that little guy. Okay, so let's go ahead and assemble this. And I am probably going to painstakingly pop up each of those elements with a little bit of foam tape. So it's good that I did a lot of the work. I actually think I'm going to leave this here and I will just grab it, grab the pieces as I need them. But let's grab my thin little foam strips here. And let's start placing these guys. Okay. Hopefully this won't take too long, but we can chat while I piece together this cute little sparkly igloo. Oh, I think this is going to be so cute. And essentially, I just want to center these little pieces as best as I can on the light blue background. Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know that they had a swatching die. That's good to know. All these things I'm learning. You guys teach me all the time too in my lives. I think that's one of the best things about this fun community. I learn just as much in my lives as hopefully I share with you guys. So last month I did a live with one of the shaker, I think that's, which side is that? Now I'm all confused. There we go. And it was in the Christmas release, what is it? The Jingle Bells, or just the bells. And I did a live and I didn't turn it into a shaker. And I used ivory glitter cardstock for the top layer. And it looked like a sugar cookie. It was so pretty. So I did this in some form. or in September as well. So if you missed that, you can check out the replay and see how cute that turned out too. I'm being kind of fussy about the placement here, but that's okay. That's okay, right? I mean, right? If you don't have a sparkly igloo, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure about you. Just kidding. Not all igloos have to sparkle, but they sure are cute if they do. Okay. There's that. Oof, maybe wearing a sweatshirt was probably a bad idea. I am warm, friends. Oh, and then, oh, goodness. Wow. Alrighty. It's looking cute. I think that's that guy, right? Yeah. I think the sparkly igloo is going to be super fun. Just going to be a little time consuming, but that's also another reason why I kind of pre-did a bit of the work as well, because I knew that this might take a little time. All right. So so the color of the cardstock underneath, that is Spellbinders. The actual name of the color is escaping me right this second, but it is in their current 48 colors that they offer. And it's that like lightest shade of aqua that they have. Not the lightest shade of blue, but the lightest shade of aqua. All right, I'm going to grab a quick drink of water and then I'll keep piecing that together. All right. Thankfully, we only have so many more pieces to go here. Oh, that guy is being a little difficult. It's okay. We're getting there, friends. So, oh, you know what? I haven't shared this story yet just because I think I forgot about it on Sunday. And last week I was only live on Alex Siberia's channel, so I didn't want to do it on my non-personal channel. So, Halloween week. So I do a dance fitness called Ula. And so back in Minnesota, it was kind of crazy if you didn't dress up. So when I came in on that Thursday before Halloween, there were a few of us dressed up, but not as many as I'm used to. But that's okay. That doesn't bother me. I had to recycle my Halloween costume from a couple of years ago because I just was not on the ball this year with it. So I recycled my Cheer Barbie costume because that was the year that the Barbie movie was so big. And after class, there was a cute little gal that came over to me, and I think I had like my pom-poms in my hand, and she was like, what did she say? It was something along the lines of like, you still got those cheerleader kicks? And I laughed and I'm like, well, back in the day I did. I'm like, but at 45 I might break something if I tried that. And she was like, you're 45? Um, and I'm like, yeah, I am. She goes, I thought you were 27. It was the best compliment ever. And if it wouldn't be weird to hug a random 18-year-old in a dance class that you just met, I would have, but I didn't. I didn't hug her because that would have been weird. But that was probably the best compliment I've gotten from a stranger ever. Hi, Joy. So glad you joined. Oh, and Nikki looked it up. She thinks it's waterfall, and I think actually you might be right, Nikki. So thank you for that. Yep, 1980. And I was at the very beginning of 1980, so I was born in January. So I am closer to 46 now than I am 45. All right, we are really close, guys. Oh, I know. Goodness, I do a lot with my left hand. I did not realize that that's how I peel off all of the release paper. No wonder I mean, I'm normally a slower crafter anyway, but I feel like I'm being quite a bit slower today. May the 4th be with you. You got a bit more time before you're 46. I am right on the cusp. Ouch. Oh, gonna flip it that way. Last piece. Yay. I don't know why I'm putting 2 on here. I didn't put 2 on the other one, but that's okay. All right. That tedious part is over, but as Julie said, it might have been a little tedious, but it makes the cutest igloo ever. All right, let me get the little trash pieces thrown away so I don't get them all over the place here. And then we'll take a closer look at the sparkly little igloo. And I mean, look at how cute that is. It just sparkles. Thank you, Julie. I know, right, Lee? I know. Hopefully this is nothing in my hand. I really hope it's nothing. We will see. Okay, so we have that done. So we have our background. We have our trees. Oh, isn't this a pretty color palette? It's so wintry. I did pre-cut the little snowdrifts. And I did pre-cut the sentiments. So let's go ahead and glue these together because we've got a bit of assembling to do. And I think it's gonna, I mean, I'm putting a lot onto one card, so I think it's gonna take us a little bit to get this all kind of situated properly. Now, these are just birds that I haven't done anything with since my last live, but I did save the little tittles for the eye in Greetings and the eye in Winter. So I do have those. Not exactly sure because I'm not using the shadow layers for this, so we'll see if those make it onto the card or not. Oh, thanks, Lee. 2 weeks since you've had surgery. Well, I hope that your healing process goes really well, Lee. Okay. I'm just going to take a little time to glue all of these pieces together. I love the font that Paulina uses on her sentiments. It's just such a great script. It's like whimsical. It's not too thin. It's like not too skinny. So it's still fairly easy to do stuff like this with. And she keeps it consistent as well. So you can kind of mix and match things from year to year and release to release. Okay, let's get those together here. Getting a little bit of glue is coming out the sides, but that's okay. I know. Oh, I just can't get over that igloo. It's so cute. All right, I think this might help. There we go. Kind of gets it up off of the glass mat here. Allows me to see it a little better too. Ooh, going off the, going out of bounds. Who else is so thankful that liquid glue dries clear? Because I pretty much get it everywhere. Absolutely. I think that's a perfect healing plan. Lee, shopping for crafting goodies. I think you're onto something there. I think we have a winner. And look, it's got just a nice amount of dimension to it. It's gonna be so pretty on here. All right, let's do greetings and get it put together. And I'm not too worried if like there's not glue on every piece of this. As long as there is a little bit, it does a pretty good job of sticking together. Kathy agrees. Right. Get this on here. Goodness, it's being a little stubborn. Right. One more layer, friends. And then we can start getting this card assembled. Priorities. Absolutely. So, because now, if you do the shopping now, then when you're all healed, you have all of these fun things that you can start playing with when you are ready. I think that's smart. Oh, thanks, Joy. I'm glad. Give you a couple of extra ideas for when your order comes. All right. Oof. That one I did not line up very well. There we go. So this does have the shadow layer, but I left the shadow layer off just because there's a lot that I'm trying to put on an A2 card here. So I figured they might be a little easier to find a place for if I didn't have the shadow layer, which makes them a little bit thicker. Absolutely, Wendy. I don't have an Empress, but I have a Gemini 2, which is an electric machine. And I had a bad wrist a couple years ago as well. So I do as much as I can with my electronic machine, but actually I really love my Scout, my little small one. I use that a lot too, but with my hand hurting, I prepped everything with my Gemini 2, and that was kind of perfect. Okay, let's start figuring this out. All right, I've got a card base here. And first things first, let's glue our ombre background to the front. Okay. This is just a little bit of, it's like glue tube. I just like these ones for big backgrounds like this because a little bit more glue comes out. And then you also, I love metal tip glue bottles, but I feel like sometimes when you do something like this, you run the risk of indenting it from the other side, and I don't really want to do that. So, okay. Oh, can we just talk about how pretty that background is? I just love it. I just love it. Okay, so I know that this guy is going to go in the front. I'm going to tuck this underneath here so it's got to go far enough that, like so. Apparently this was not quite A2 in size. It's okay. I'll just trim the card base. All right, so it's going to go a little like that. And then this guy is just going to kind of tuck in here. And I did all of that work, but I am going to end up trimming a little bit of the igloo off, I think. So I think, and this I think I'm going to pop up with foam. So Let's glue this down first. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add just a little bit of foam tape just to the edge of this. I like doing this technique because you're not popping the whole thing up, but you're giving it a little bit of dimension just along that top edge. Oh, I love to hear that, Wendy. It's such a good paper set. And the other cool thing about it is you get 5 of each design, which is kind of cool because they are double-sided. So it feels like you get ample of each one. And they're also not super expensive. So if you really like the paper, you can order a few and you can create to your heart's content on that. So I just need to make sure that this comes all the way down. Okay, so about there I think is good. And so there, that still gives a place for the igloo to be, but it's not like, it's not going to have a double layer of foam here on this bottom piece. Unless I'm teaching a class, Lee, fun fact about me, unless I'm teaching a class, I do not repeat card designs. Like, you know, a general design, but I don't do the same thing over and over again. So, little fun fact of information about me. Everything's sticking to me. There we go. All right, so I think I will just be able to tuck this guy in here a little bit. So I can get this put down first. And like, look at how cute that looks. Because I don't know if you can see it as well without the little bit of angle, but you got the little bit of dimension, a little bit of natural shadowing from the foam tape on there. It's just gonna be the cutest little scene, I think. And then my little igloo, I'm just going to tuck in here. Yep, it's gonna go in here. And like I said, I'm gonna probably end up trimming just a little bit of the igloo off. Okay, and then these guys, just gonna tuck in back here, like so. Okay, can even just kind of come up a little further. And then this sentiment, I think, is just going to go like that. How cute. I love this. I could put winter up here too. Ooh, that actually might be really cute. And then it kind of, oh, I like that. Okay, we have figured out what I'm doing here. So this little guy, we're just going to put glue down the middle. Okay, I love that. You all do kind of do the same as me. You might batch some. I truly don't batch any, but for the most part, everybody gets unique designs and I love that. Okay, like so. And then this guy, I'm going to put a little foam tape just at the top. I do love me some sparkle. It is sparkly and fun. I love this card. I love how sparkly it is, actually. Right, and then let's tuck this guy in here, like so. Goodness, that's cute. Okay. And then I think that this is going to have a little foam tape up here just to kind of help support it. Oh, Wendy, that's an awesome idea. So Wendy said that she keeps a box of finished cards in her guest room, and her visitors are free to choose them to take home. That is such a cool idea. I love that. It's become a thing for visitors. I think that would be super fun. Maybe I'll get this. Goodness. I am on the struggle bus with this today. There. There we go. I normally don't struggle so much putting the pin back in. Okay, so let's get this situated here. Okay. Because I know I don't want to cut that much off. So there. That seems about right for me. And is it straight? For the most part, yeah. Okay. So let's grab some good scissors. And let's get that little excess bit trimmed off. Very carefully, because there's foam tape in there too, which is going to make it want to be a little wonky. But perfect. And I mean, I just think that I love how it kind of gives the view of a scene, but just like a little cutoff scene, almost like if it's framed. That's really neat. All right. So then we have our sentiment here. I just love this. Okay. Cuteness. Thank you, Kathy. I am too. Okay. Let's get this glued down. Might need to be a bit generous with this one since I am gluing it to glitter cardstock. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. I am really enjoying that part of my life now. I'm just having so much fun with all these different companies. They're very generous with me, and I've just been having a blast this year. Okay. So let's gently get the greetings on here. Okay. Cute. And I just might need to hold that in place for a minute so that it doesn't move on me. Do I want to tuck that little part of the T under? I do. There we go. And then the little diddle's got to go right there. Right there, actually. I think I have enough room for it. I am not going to do 3 layers. I am just going to do the 1 layer that's in glitter. Oh, that's the wrong side. And a really easy way to do this is to grab it with the embellishment tool and just get it right on there. Perfect. Oh, Joy, no worries. So the white glitter cardstock is actually Pink Fresh, and the ivory glitter cardstock is actually just from Michael's. It's like their Recollections brand. So I don't mind answering. I don't mind answering where my stuff is from. But I will say there is a white glitter cardstock that Alex Iberia Designs just came out with that I'm kind of hoarding right now because I used a lot of it in the last 2 releases and I need to request some more. Or I just need to buy some more. And it's a little warmer toned than this, and I just love it. Like, I love it. But it is in a pack. It's in their black and silver pack. And so there is a range of colors in that pack from white, silver to black. It's actually really pretty. So check that one out too, because I am kind of obsessed with it. And it's just white, but it just has a little bit of a warmer tone to it. Oh, thank you, Wendy. I appreciate that. All right. We'll do this, and then we're going to add a couple embellishments on this card, and I think we will call it good for today. I know that I've been a little bit slower at crafting with my bum hand, so thank you all for hanging in there with me today. Okay. Let's add this up here. Oh, that looks a little crooked. I can fix that. Oh, I didn't know that, Lee. I'll have to look into that too. Also, the Stamp Market, hers isn't white, but she calls it like diamond something or other, and it is stunning. It is so, so pretty. So definitely take a look at hers too. And then that's where the tuttle goes on winter, right there. Grab the other one. All right, that one got a little bit too much glue. Let me see if I can get a little of that excess glue away. That's something, I don't know if you guys do with that, but if I get like too much glue, sometimes if you use like, you can use one of these, you can use like a poking tool. Sometimes you can get some of the excess glue away before it dries. It's really not a big deal because it does dry clear, but sometimes it's nice not to have a big glob of glue sitting there. You're welcome, Joy. Okay, so finally, where did I put, in my mess of creating here, I have, oh, here they are. Okay, so there is this Winter Wonderland mix. Also, I will show you guys. This is also the new Pastel Blizzard, and it also has the little white snowflakes in it too. So if you wanted something with a little bit more color, you could grab the Pastel Blizzard one, or if you wanted it to be all white, like this one, you can grab this one, which is called Winter Wonderland Mix. These are two of the new clay confetti mixes from Paulina's winter release this year. All right, so let's get a couple of these out and add them as just some little embellishments here and there, and we will be finished. Okay, let's see here. And I also kind of like, I think I actually, ooh, I have kind of a fun idea. Because these ones are cute too, and they kind of look like little snowdrop, like big snowdrops. So what if we did like a snowflake, a little bit like that, and then found like a cute little iridescent jewel to add as its little trio. Ooh, I think that will be super cute. This is in my way. Thanks, Lee. Okay, I like that. Kind of like that. I'm going to probably use more snowflakes than those guys, but whenever I do a little trio, I will add those in there. Let go, please. Thank you. Oh, I have them to mix together here. Maybe like that. You know what? I think there. Like that's a little better. Oh my goodness, y'all, they're so cute. I just love how these turned out. I just love these little snowflakes. Kind of want to put them everywhere. Probably need to rein myself in a little bit, but maybe down here. I feel like it needs a little more. You can never have too many snowflakes, right? Okay, I think we've gone over this a couple times, but I have a couple of favorite types of icons when it comes to holidays and winter. I love holly leaves and berries, one of my favorites. And I love, love, love snowflakes. So I am kind of, when they are included in things or in holiday releases, they typically are the things I reach for the most. Okay, if that's not the cutest thing. What's the red die? Oh, these were actually from my live on Sunday. They're just leftover pieces I haven't done anything with. I wanted to assemble them. They're little birds, but I'm not using them on this card today. So they were, I'll show you. This card I made on Sunday, so these dies are all one piece, so I had to cut them from all the different colors. And so I just haven't had a chance to assemble them into something else. That's all. Nothing, you missed nothing. Other than I just was lazy and didn't move them out of my little tray. Ooh, sorry, kind of hit my camera there. All right, let's get in here with some glue. Oops. This is so cute. I love these little clay bits that Paulina releases each month. They're so fun. This one might be my new favorite. She's got a one of my favorites that she came out with is the little strawberries, and I use those a lot, especially like Valentine's Day. But this one might be my new favorite. Goodness, that's cute. Okay, I got one last little thing I want to do because I'm going a little extra on this card. Gotta find them. Hold on. Hold, please. Let's add just a couple little spectrum, like little spectrum jewels in there. I don't have much room because you'll see I did add a lot, but I think one or like three. Let's do three in here, and we're just gonna do the little teeny tiny ones just to add a little bit of iridescent shimmer, because you know it's not like this card. This card has no shimmer on it at all. So this is the only way we're going to get shimmer added into this card. Okay, I might end up doing 5 of these. We'll see. There. Thank you, Julie. Appreciate that. Maybe one in here. We're going to do 5. Not 3, 5. Oh, it's sticking to my nail. Let go, please. There we go. Got it. Oh, Kathy. Oh, no. Well, at least, I mean, here's what I'm going to say. It's not good that it ended up in your dog's mouth, but I will say that I will cut something and then it'll stick to something or it'll get put away accidentally, and I have no idea where it went. And I'll find it months later. All right. Well, there we have it. Let's put these away so I don't knock them all over my desk. Okay. And let's take a look at my finished card. Look at how cute and shimmery and pastel and fun that is. I just love it. Those ink colors, those ink tones from Concord and Ninth were just the perfect shade of green. I think those ended up really just being the perfect addition to this. So that is of it. I love this card. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. Let me switch this back over to me. And right, we'll get this out of my way. Actually, it's my microphone, so I don't want to push it too far away. Oh, thanks, Joy. I'm glad you like it. I love to do little, I think that little tiny embellishments like that are perfect for little snowy scenes. But, oh, I had so much fun creating this card with you guys. I think it turned out really super cute. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I had super fun. Oh my goodness, Julie, a mini wreath would be super cute on this. I may end up actually looking and seeing if I have a mini wreath in my stash. I think I might. Actually, hold that thought. There is, so on the giveaway I'm offering up, there is a wreath included in the Christmas holder editions. So maybe you'll just see a cute little wreath on there. I'm not sure. I'm not going to do it right now. If I decide to do it, I'll add it after the fact and make sure I photograph it on there. But just a reminder, I have an extra set of the Christmas holder editions that I'm going to give away randomly. So if you were here live, you're going to be in the mix in the live comments. If you are watching on replay, I will pick, well, you will also be part of the random pick in the video comments. The live comments will be turned off at that point, but you can do them in the, you can just do the video comments. So if you're watching on replay and you want a chance to win the Christmas holder editions die set from Pretty Pink Posh, just be sure to leave comments for that. Thank you guys. Wendy is saying the igloo color is actually the way a real igloo looks. Well, hey, I didn't even know that. I've never seen an igloo in real life, but I'm happy to hear that I almost made a tried and true igloo. So thanks for sharing that. All right, friends, that is everything I have for you today. So If you, I will probably be live again in a couple days. I'm going to let and see what's going on with my little hand here. I'm hoping it will just start to feel better in the next day or so. But once my hand's feeling a little bit better, I'll schedule another live. So the ways that you can check out to see what I'm doing. Oh, hi, Shannon. No problem. And the replay will be available right once I end. So if you want to see from the beginning, you sure can. But anyway, so ways to know that I'm live. Subscribe here and hit the notification button. So that's a good way to know. I create an event for these on my Facebook page. So that's another way to know. I share about them in my Instagram stories about, a couple hours beforehand. And then finally, I also send out an email anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour beforehand. It just depends on when I remember to sit down and hit the send button, because the email that I do lives from doesn't schedule. It's weird. So, so those are all of the ways that you can find out about any future lives that I have scheduled. So, and if you want to sign up for emails, at the bottom of my video description, there's a little section that says connect with me, and there is a place to sign up for emails. So feel free to do that if you want to. All right, I'm gonna let you guys go for the day. Oh, thank you guys. It feels like it's bruised, so we'll see. I'm just gonna keep an eye on it and just take it easy the next couple of days, and we'll see how it goes. But thank you so much. I really appreciate your kindness. All right, friends, that is everything I have for you today. I will get this photographed and shared soon. But also, don't forget, I am a November guest designer for Concord and Ninth, and we are going to start sharing our projects tomorrow. So I hope you'll check those out. They'll be on my blog and my Instagram feed, and also likely on my Facebook feed. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye.